What's up, guys? So today I was gonna do this on the weekend, but I have some free time today, like more than I thought. So these are gonna be on CO2 with the CO2 restrictors, so I get more shots out of it, and this is like a more practical way to use this. So this, you can see that little shiny disc in there that's holding back CO2 from just spewing out. And same with this guy, you can see that little disc in there that's holding the CO2 back a little bit. This one does not have a CO2 restrictor. I'm going to hook this one up to the HPA tank because in the videos I've shot before, it hits way harder with no blockages or anything. So if you're not familiar, these are modded. I took the valve block out, and that's all I've done on all three of these T4E launchers. But I'm going to do impact tests. I'm going to shoot those. I ended up weighing these various rounds that I bought from eBay, or not from eBay, from Amazon, and the aluminum ones are actually 2.7 grams, and the rubber steel balls, the 50 cal ones, they were actually had a lot of variation, which I thought was probably going to happen. So they're those gray ones in there, not the black ones. But I have a list of all the weights and stuff over here, but they were averaging about 2.55 grams each. So I'm going to chrono these on the CO2, and then I'll probably start with the aluminum balls, and I'll probably end up using like 2 or 3 CO2s each marker, just to give them like a fair chance. And then yeah, I dyed these yesterday night. They're supposed to be dark green. I think I put a little bit too much dye in the water. I put like half the bottle in about 30 ounces of water, so I probably could have tried like 2 ounces of dye and 30 ounces of water. I saved all the dye so I could dye other things. I'm probably going to do the Burn a TCR next. But yeah, they look cool in the sunlight. It's really hard to tell in like normal room lights, like you're inside your house. It's hard to see the green, but you can kind of tell they're green outside in like direct sunlight. But I think it'll kind of lighten up a little bit as time goes on. Anyways, I'm going to get my mask on and these gloves, and I'm going to be standing at that same mark about 6 feet away. So I'm going to be standing right here with my feet right here, and then my arm's going to be reaching over. So I'm probably like 5 feet away from those bottles. And yeah, I'm going to start shooting right now, so give me 1 second. Alright guys, I forgot to mention the CO2s I'm using. They've been sitting in direct sunlight for about 10-15 minutes. So they're pretty warm. Today's about 77 degrees or 75 degrees or something, so it's starting to get warm. I'm going to puncture this right now, and yeah, this is the one with the CO2 restrictor. I'm trying this to see in a more practical sense of using these if you're doing EDC or concealed carry with the modified HDP50 and the CO2 restrictor in. So here we go. This is the 2.7 gram aluminum balls, and I have my chronograph. So yeah, I'm gonna be firing right now. Hopefully it doesn't hit my camera, but see what happens. 358. That one punctured. It's definitely in there. There's a crack right there in the bottles, the balls inside. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep firing at this as fast as I can and as safely as I can. Next shot. Another puncture. 364. So that's it's about 16 joules according to my little paper. I made another paper and I updated the weights. So yeah, 2.7 grams at 360 is 16.3 joules. So that's pretty much 16 joules. Here's the next shot. That went in. That bounced off because I hit the side. I'm gonna fix this bottle. So I'm gonna try to just keep shooting. But if I get these weird angles, it's not gonna go through because it's like grazing the bottles. So I got 2 more shots. 350 And that bottle's pretty much toast. There's no water in that anymore. So yeah, you should be getting like 16 joules off of a HDP50, I'm assuming, with aluminum balls and the valve block pulled out and the CO2 restrictor in there. So 348, that's about 15.4 joules according to my little paper. And I got 5 balls in there. One of them bounced off and hit the tree. I think that last one, because there's no water in this, that last one has a protrusion out the back and it dented the one behind it, and it's kind of leaking a little bit. So it's got some good power, plus it's like a small ball, so there's a higher chance of penetration with those. I'm gonna load up the TR50 and then start firing using the same aluminum balls. So I'm gonna pause the video really quick. All right guys, I got the TR50. It has a CO2 in there. I'm gonna puncture it so it's not leaking. We're good. And the little bump thing came out. I'm gonna be shooting that bottle and chronoing these. So I believe the highest I got with the HDP50 and basically the same setup as this was 364, I think, on the speed. And I'm using the same aluminum 2.7 gram aluminum balls. So here we go, first shot. 374. So that's 17.2 joules. And I'm gonna put this back. It's punctured, there's a ball in there. Yeah, I'm gonna keep firing. .380. So this one's hitting hard. It might be because it has slightly newer grease than that one on the table. 370. I think that one ricocheted. I'm gonna fix the bottle really quick. Yeah, that one ricocheted off. So that was 3 shots. And 370 is also 17.2 joules, so it's still hitting hard. Fourth shot. .372, and that bounced off. And I'm gonna fix this really quick. .370. I think that one bounced off, or it went out the back. It might have went out the back. Let me check, because I'm shooting where there's no water. So it might have went out the back. Oh yeah, it's going through the back. So yeah, it's going through the back and it's hitting the back one, and they're just bouncing off. So there's a lot of power in those because they're such a small ball, and all that impact is concentrated in a really tiny area. So I think that's why they have the penetration over the 68 caliber, because the 68 caliber, it's a much larger round than a 50 cal. So last shot. 368. So that's still 17.2 joules. So it's still hitting harder than the HDP50 right now. And yeah, this bottle's getting screwed up. This is the back, and this is the front. My last shot was that big one right there on the bottom. So I'm gonna pause this really quick and then load up the rubber steel balls, switch out some bottles and stuff. So give me 1 second. All right guys, I'm back. This has the rubber steel balls. You can tell because they're kind of like that gray color and they're a little bit sparkly. But yeah, I'm gonna shoot these. This is the same CO2 cartridge. It's been sitting on the table. It's been getting warm because, like I said earlier, it's like 75 degrees right now. And yeah, I'm gonna fire this and do chronos. It's a new bottle. It's there's no markings or anything on that container. These are the ones I'm scared they're gonna bounce back, but we'll see. Oh yeah, it came back. Definitely came back. 376. That one did not go in. That one bounced off also. 338. That one punctured. 320. I don't have these oiled up. These balls are not oiled, so maybe I'll get slightly better if they're oiled, because they might be kind of getting some friction in there. But yeah, there's one ball in there, and one puncture, 2 bounce offs. I'm gonna pause it real quick. I'll put oil right now, see if anything changes. All right, guys. So I looked at my paper. I put oil on the balls, and I put 6 more shots of the steel rubbers. But I looked at my paper, and for the 2.55 gram steel rubber balls, my FPS, I don't have anything lower than 350 on my paper. So if this is not 350, it's 14.5 joules is 350 feet per second with the 2.55 gram rubber steel ball. I think the highest it went was like 370 maybe, and that was 16.2 joules. So here we go, 6 more shots, same CO2 cartridge with oiled rubber steel balls. .318. So yeah, maybe my CO2 is just winding down, because that's also been sitting for like a minute or two. 286. So yeah, I'm gonna degas this and put a new cartridge really quick. All right, guys, new CO2 cartridge, rubber steel balls. They have oil. I don't really know how else to make this more optimum. The CO2 has been sitting in sunlight for like 10, 15, 20 minutes now. So yeah, new cartridge, 2.55 gram rubber steel balls. I'm gonna change the bottle really quick, or like I'll just rotate it, because this side's getting messed up, but there's still about half full of water. So there's 2 balls in there right now, but I'm just kind of just give this like a clean reset. So here we go. .362. So that's about 15 joules, which isn't bad for a you know, using CO2 and stuff, for a $100 marker. So I'm going to continue firing. So 362 is a high right there. .356. I'm going to switch the bottle. I'll just leave the same one. So at least I know what I'm chronoing at and impact of these. Next shot. .362. So yeah, that's still about 15.5 joules. That one bounced off. I don't know, maybe it went in. I think it went in. Not sure. There's 3 balls in that bottle now. Firing. Bounced off. I forgot to read the chrono, but it was probably like 354, somewhere around there. Next shot. .354. So that is 14.5 joules. It might be a little bit more, because on my paper I have 350 is 15.4, so it's probably like 15.6 joules. Not much of a difference. And I think I have one more shot. .352. So yeah, it's getting it's not bad. 15 joules, 14.5 joules. That one bounced off. I'm gonna switch out this bottle, pause the video, and then get the TR50 ready. All right, you guys, this is the same CO2 cartridge on the TR50. I had the rubber steel balls So this is shot 6 through 12 with this one. I'll probably switch it out if I see like a big dip in FPS. But here we go. New bottle. 388. So 390 is 18 joules with the 2.55 gram ball. So that's pretty good. It seems so far that the TR50 performs better on CO2 based on these aluminum balls and rubber steel balls. 370. 328. So I think I'm running out of gas. I'll try one more shot, but if it's under 350, I'm going to switch out the CO2 cartridge. And one of those balls came back and hit me in the hand. I took off my glove, and it didn't hurt that bad, but it did. I could feel it. But yeah, that's just a ricochet. So here we go. 322. I'm gonna degas this and put 6 more rounds and then put a new CO2 cartridge. All right guys, new CO2 cartridge. I reloaded the rubber balls. So as you can see, there's no pressure in here because this little indicator's not popped up. New cartridge. These are Daisy cartridges, forgot to mention. So it has gas, and I'm gonna shoot at that. That bottle has 1 puncture mark. So here we go. 2.55 gram rubber steel balls. TR50. Damn. 392. That's 18 joules. $386. $386. $382. I'm gonna shoot the ball, the second bottle, not the one off to the side. 372. Last shot. 368. So yeah, so far the TR50 is performing better than the HDP50. At least mine is. With the 2.55 gram rubber steel balls. I'll have to look at the video later to see which had the higher FPS with the aluminums. But I'm gonna load this HDP50 with the nylon balls and then re-record. So just give me 1 second. All right guys, this is the second CO2 cartridge, the one I already shot 6 rounds out of. And these are the hard nylon 1.4 gram lambid balls. I put a new bottle over there, and yeah, I'm gonna see what my chrono says. These ones actually weighed 1.4 grams. So the sheet that I made yesterday is correct. So yeah, I'm gonna start firing. If I start seeing low FPS, I'll change out the cartridge. That punctured, and we're at 490. And 500 is 16.3 joules. And 480 is 15 joules. So that's probably 15 and a half, 15.7 joules. 468. That punctured. 444. That punctured. 414. So I'm winding down on gas. I'm just gonna shoot these. That punctured. I think that bounced off. So yeah, that was running low on gas. I'm just gonna skip that and then go to the HPA tank with that. I'll make another video, so I'll end this one, and the next video will be the HPA tank with that HDP.